Good evening and welcome to Washington High School in Kansas City, Kansas on a snowy Friday night in Kansas City. Tonight's Ivy High School Game of the Week. Boys Kansas City Atchison League basketball. And we've got a good one as Harmon takes on Washington. Hi everybody, Kevin White and Michael Watson. Ivy High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Well, in rivalries they always say throw out the records, but in this one you throw in the records because both these teams playing well.
Yeah, both teams playing really well. Going to be a great atmosphere. Home of Earl Watson, legendary KCK native, as well as Joe Macklin. Ready to get it going. Got
some big-time scores as we get to our Ivy player profile. We'll start with the sophomore Lonnell Lane.
Yeah, Lonnell Lane is really the engine for Harmon, averaging 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists for the Hawks. Let's see if he can carry them to a win here at Washington.
And for Washington, they got a junior point guard by the name of Alton Easley.
Yeah, Alton Easley, this is my guy, averaging 18 points, 9 assists. So dishing it out for Coach King. Love to watch Coach King on the sideline. That's worth the price of admission right there.
He is an energetic one. It's Washington playing host to Harmon. It's the Ivy High School Game of the Week. And we're back with the lineups and opening tip right after this. The Ivy High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Ivy, the official sponsor of High School Spirit. Lineups being introduced here at Washington High School for a big boys K-Cal game between and Washington. Both teams playing Tuesday night after their holiday break, and both teams winning. Harmon winning at Wyandotte in a close one, 53-51. Washington took care of Atchison here at Washington High School, 87-49. Here's your lineups for the Harmon Hawks at 5-2. They got a guard-oriented lineup with Wilbert, Ruiz, Bowens. Lane's their top scorer, and Keys is on the front line. And for the Washington Wildcats, it's 6-2. Easily averaging 18, Johnson 22. Alexander's their leading rebounder. And this is a team that has had a lot of success in the K-Cal as they won the league 6 of 8 years. Head coach of Harmon in his 9th year is Dave Gonzalez, former head coach of Schlegel. Took his team to a state runner-up in 5A in 2012. And in his 14th year, highest seniority in the K-Cal is Eric King. He's won the league, just mentioned, 6 of the last 8 years. His team gone 95-8, 5 trips to the state tournament. His team was a state runner-up in 2011. Washington will be in white, Harmon in purple. Mike Harmon, Miguel Canahina, and Larry Stotts are your officials, and we are underway. Ball tapped out by Harmon. It'll be Washington basketball. There you look at Lonnell Lane, who's a questionable player as far as Monday goes. I went to practice on Monday, Michael, and he was in a walking boot, and I pulled him aside and I said, "Are you playing Friday night?" "Oh, I don't think so." "I don't know. I'm not feeling so good." Boy, did he heal up fast.
Oh, man, what the scouting reports say, he's just kind of keeping them guessing a little bit, but you know you can't miss a game like this.
As Easley hits the deck, lost his footing, Lane breaking away, and jams it home, 2-0 Harmon.
Okay, young fella.
And he's teed up after the play for holding on to the rim. Technical foul on Harmon.
Yo, he was intense from the tip, though. Take a look right here. Slip on the floor easily, but out on the break for a bang out. Yup! Off the rim. Come on, I see you. Come fly, young fella. Yo, you know how many times he's going to watch that the rest of his life, especially the way he swung off the rim like that. Never mind the technical. We don't care about the technical, Kevin. I know you care about it. We don't care about it.
Taiwan Maturi shooting the technical shots. Hits the first. averaging 14 points per game. It's also a personal foul on Lonell, so his first. And after the two makes, 2-2 game, Washington basketball on the side.
Only a sophomore.
Man-to-man defense by Harmon. Good block there by Wilbert. But the Wildcats maintain possession here as Easley, team leader in assists, averaging 18 per game, working out front. And attack the right side and draw the foul and shoot free throws, as it'll be on Bowens for Harmon.
Well, he had his mind made up when he came off that screen at the top of the key that he was going to get to the rim. The excitement from that early dunk by Lane, but the leader for Washington right here at the free throw line.
This guy has a chance to be the K-Cal League MVP this year, putting up big numbers. Washington likes to play fast. Harmon with the turnover. Here's Easley.
Nice. And Easley, he's pumped up. The steal and the hoop for the Wildcats.
Lane did get some time in Tuesday night at Wyandotte, was suffering from a foot and ankle injury, thus the walking boot, but he's good to go tonight. Drive and kick, Ruiz for a three. Rebound grabbed by Alexander for Washington. Maturi's jumper is short. And taking away the rebound is Wilbert for Harmon.
Yeah, he kind of rushed that shot. You didn't need it coming off the screen with three guys guard you, but you know, he haven't shot in a while. Another steal.
Here's Easley.
Nice. Come on, young fella. Ooh-wee. Oh, yeah, he's hyped. Game on TV Friday night. I'm about to show out.
6 points already in the first quarter for Easley. Pass inside, knocked away. Good defense by Johnson. Ahead to Easley.
Oh, come on.
Timeout, Harmon.
Yeah, you need a timeout right there. Get excited, Coach King, though. Coach King coming off the bench like a player. He's like a player out there. He don't even know what he want to say to him right now. That's how hype he is. Take another look at it. Just early defense leading into offense for Washington. Easy on the steal. The nice step through and finish. And the last bucket, another steal. This Washington defense has been phenomenal, but look ahead to Easley. Come on, lay it up. Make it look easy, young fella.
Well, Coach King's team off to a flying start after they blitzed Atchison here Tuesday night, 87-49. But Coach Gonzalez's team had a fight at Wyandotte, winning 53-51. His team down here early, Michael. How do they get back in this year? They got to stop turning the ball over.
Yeah, you got to take care of the basketball.
And
as soon as we say that, another turnover. And this atmosphere, this crowd is getting to them.
And now Washington will turn it back over.
Got to calm down if you're Harmon. Get the ball in the hands of your player and let him go to work.
A 10-0 run by the Wildcats. Lone score for Harmon, a dunk by Lonell Lane, followed by a technical foul that stopped all the momentum. Nice pass inside, and Wilbert scores.
Yeah, good interior passing over to Wilbert. Good job by Keys finding him for the layup.
Maturi for three. Rebounding foul coming up. It's going to be on Washington. Going to be on, I believe, Terry Alexander, his first.
Alexander going over the back.
Alexander, the leading rebounder for Washington. Ruiz handling the point. High post Keys, pass deflected. It goes right to Bowens, who is a transfer from Washington. That's what you get in this robbery, Michael. Guys that played on both these squads transferring back and forth.
Yeah, you love the fact that they get to play against each other the following year in the KCAL. Ruiz.
Good ball fake, and he hits the runner on the baseline. Santos Ruiz.
Nice answer from Harmon. Go 4-0 run of their own to kind of quiet the crowd and settle themselves.
Grandson of Ed Corporal, the Kansas City Tornadoes head coach.
Coach Corporal.
Maturi at the wing. Into Alexander. And shoot the
okay.
Connect. Terry Alexander.
Nice turn and face. Didn't take a dribble, just hit him with the pump fakes. And a nice free throw line jump shot.
Bowens, the ball fake. Ruiz from the outside.
Ooh,
He's heating up.
Nice mid-range game. Ooh, don't hurt him.
Nate Johnson with the ball. His mom, Keisha Cannon. His dad, Nate Johnson, played at Wyandotte.
The Nate Johnson.
That's right. They won a championship. He and Victor Williams in that backcourt for the Dogs there back in the late 90s.
Well, this is a lost art in basketball. The mid-range jump shot. Check out Alexander hitting with a couple of hezzies, couple of footsteps, knocking down the jump shot. And then Ruiz right here, just catch and shoot. Just like practice, baby. Knock it down. But back to the Nate Johnson. Nate Johnson from Wyandotte, class of 1998. Teammates with my man Vic Williams. That's his son out there, number 5.
Yep. Reach-in foul on Washington.
You know who his mom is?
Keisha Cannon.
Keisha Cannon.
I said it about 2 minutes ago.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
So I apologize.
It's loud in here.
It is. It's kind of loud. But he just got the pedigree. You have to be a baller. What if he would have played tennis or something?
Probably be good at that, too.
Probably would be, but I don't know if he'd be living in my house if his 2 parents are ballers like they are.
Brown with the foul for Washington, his first. Second team foul. Harmon was down early, but has fought back. Bowens had a big game at Wyandotte the other night. Lost this one out of bounds at 17. As the ball goes back to Washington in the backcourt, leading by 4.
Really good defense by Alexander, cutting that baseline off.
Easily the leading scorer has the basketball. He has 8 first-quarter points. Maturi for 3, short. Mike Carson the rebound, outlet intercepted by Maturi for Washington. Taiwan into the front court, finding Easley.
Oh, come on!
Easley's fouled by Ruiz. Good sportsmanship shown by Santos to help Alton off the floor. He'll shoot free throws. 2 fouled in the act of shooting. Got that one in the nose,
yeah,
too.
He's got to shake that one off, but man, what a move to get into the lane. We call this one the hezzy, excuse me. Hard foul, too. You're going to have to earn those from the line.
Alton definitely college potential. Looking at D1, D2 schools.
Oh, he's definitely a D1 guy. You can tell that already in the first 6 minutes of this quarter, what he can bring to a team.
Well, he's 4 for 4 from the foul stripe, 10 points to lead all scorers. And he'll sub out. This guy played good the other night. They call him KP. KP Angelo, a sophomore guard. Number 2 in there.
Washington primarily man-to-man defense. We'll see a lot of zone from these guys. Coach King believes in getting up and getting after it.
Here's Lane trying to free up for a shot and hits it. Lonell Lane.
There you go. When you got that type of athleticism, you just kind of raise up, and he's talking to the crowd a little bit down here.
Near steal by Carson. Wildcats maintain it. Maturi with the runner. Short. Lane breaking out of the pack. And Lonell Lane back-to-back hoops, now with 6.
Now he's feeling it. Got to trot up the court a little bit as Nate Johnson comes back down. But Lane keeping Harmon close where it looked like Washington was going to run away with it in his first quarter.
Nate Johnson had his pocket pick. Outlet now to Lane. Good ball fake. Basket and the foul.
There you go. There you go. That's the way to put the team on your back. Where your backpack at, man? You put him in his bag right now, Kevin.
He's got 8 here in the first quarter. Chance for 9 from the foul stripe. 2 fouls now on Brown, who will leave the lineup. Easily back in for Washington. So the first lead of the ball game by the visitors from Harmon in a big K-Cal matchup. These teams split their games, both teams winning on their home floors in the 2017 and 2018 season. KP's jumper no good. Nate Johnson flying in, puts it up and in.
There you go. That's how you earn minutes as a young player, standing around an offensive glass. Nate Johnson right there with the putback.
That is his first bucket of the game, averaging 22 per game. Excellent student. Lane, tough leaner. Rebounded by Johnson. Ahead to Angelo, saves it back into play to Alexander. Terry puts it up off the back iron. Keys the rebound for Harmon.
He almost had his own little highlight right there.
Under a minute in your first quarter. Been a good one here. This is Carson with the jumper. He had a double-double in the win over Wyandotte Tuesday night. Johnson in the corner, easily for 3.
Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. Oh, he's serious out here. I like that.
13 game-high points for Alton Easley.
Right back.
And fouled at the buzzer. 2 shots for Lonell Lane at the end of the first quarter here. So, end of 1 with free throws pending for Lonell Lane. The Harmon Hawks. And Lane missing the first, and we'll have another one coming. We're asking the band to put a lid on it as Lonell Lane has a free throw coming. Mike Harris in charge of the pep band here at Washington High School.
Can't get them going and then
one more free throw, and then you can band away. And he hit 1 out of 2. End of 1 on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. Wildcats leading by 3. This is the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. Kevin White and Michael Watson and our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew bringing you the action on a snowy Friday night in Kansas City. But it's a good conference game here inside Washington High School. in the Kansas City Atchison League, a league that's not really that old. It came about in 2009. Washington has dominated the league. But when these two teams meet, doesn't matter. They will go at each other. This is a backyard rivalry game. Everybody knows everybody. No secrets here as they play it inside. Intercepted Thomas Anderson out of the quarter break in the lineup. Here's Nate Johnson. Glass.
Pushing the tempo, Nate Johnson just unable to get it to go.
Ruiz screaming out the play. There's Terrence Johnson, the football quarterback from Harmon. Bowen, some nice moves on the baseline. Got his own miss and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, good block by Nate Johnson, but Bowen staying with it. Able to put that one back in. So both teams settling down, playing better basketball.
He's a transfer from Washington, so this is a big game for him. 6'1" senior guard Marlon Bowens, averaging 6 points. That was his first make. And a foul off the ball. It's going to be on Bowens. That's his second. Angelo handling the point. Easily kind of moves to an off-guard slot.
Yeah, you know he loves that.
Foul off the ball this time on Washington on a push. This foul will go on Thomas Anderson, the junior forward, his first. We'll go the other way with Harmon. Both teams like to play that up-tempo style. They like to play man defense. Like to score some points. Johnson, Carson.
Nice feed. Oh, you got to get that one.
Johnson pressured in the backcourt. Now will dribble against that pressure instead of try to pass against it. Nice defense by Harmon, creating the turnover. Lane quickly up the court, puts it up and in.
What strength by Lane. Getting up the court, keeping Angelo off him, and still able to lay it up.
Lane now with 11. Missing the 3 ball there is Sincere Hooks. Ruiz on a pull-up and got the shooter's roll. That ball just died on the back of the rim.
It really just died on the back of the rim. I don't know if that's a shooter's roll. I mean, it looks like somebody just took the air out of it as soon as it hit the back. Good job pushing the basketball, and I love the fact that he's pulling up. Watch this. Don't. That's how it sounded, Kevin. One more look at it right here. Oh, it almost got literally stuck in the crack. We'll take the bucket. Don't matter how it gets in.
And Harmon has surged in front, Michael. It was 10-2 early, and looked like Washington might run away with this one, but Harmon on the road, fighting back. They're 5-2 on the year.
Yeah, they're a good team, well coached, kind of been through the fire a little bit, so used to playing in close games, and the atmosphere not bothering them here in this second quarter.
Both these teams struggled last year. Harmon won only 8 games, Washington 7. This year, whole new script. Harmon 5-2 coming in, 2-1 in the league. Washington 6-2 and undefeated 3-0 in the K-Cal. So after the timeout, Wildcats trying to right the ship here and get their offense going.
Got to get the basketball into number 0 hand if I'm Washington.
Hooks off the glass, pushed and fouled. Sincere Hooks is a senior guard. He's the nephew of Earl Watson, whose number is retired here, number 25 up in the rafters. This is a guy that's played for both these squads. Started at Washington, then transferred to Harmon, then back to Washington. So he knows all about this rivalry.
Little 2-3 zone action from Harmon. Doing a different look at Washington, slowing them down.
Foul is called on Lonnell Lane, who hits the deck. And that'll be his second. Because remember, he got the technical to start the game after the dunk. And now he goes in the ear of Mike Harmon. That's 2 on Lonnell Lane.
Yeah, you got to be careful. He's one of those excitable young men.
Angelo plays it into Hooks. Wildcats have cooled off on their home floor here and trailing by 3, middle stages of the second quarter. Easily.
Kick.
Anderson nearly had the rebound, but it goes back to Harmon. Johnson will bring it up. Back inside, Wilbur. Good ball movement.
Oh, let's go!
Now with 2 hands.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I see you. Pull-up game. Oh.
Maturi the miss. The stick back by Thomas Anderson. His first bucket of the game. And Washington needed it.
Yeah, they needed a big bucket that time. Kind of stopped the bleeding for the Wildcats.
Lane wants a screen. Inside, Johnson. Back to Ruiz, a 2-pointer, a long 2-pointer. And Hooks got the rebound for the Wildcats, trailing by 3. 3.5 to go before Hyvee at the half. Numbers and highlights. Steal by Lane. Numbers now for Harmon. And Lane will put it up and in. Lonnell has 13. And he and Easley are the leading scorers in the ball game right now with 13 apiece.
Man, what a step through that time by Lane. Going full speed. Allow Easley to fly by him and then lay it up.
And now that's 3 on Lonnell. He's going to have to go to the bench maybe.
Yeah, just not a smart foul by Lane. But take a look at his last steal and bucket. Right here, playing the passing lane and getting out. Excuse me, Easley. I got a bucket coming.
Well, UMKC is looking at Lonnell, and Missouri and Nebraska as well. So he's a D1 prospect. And that is team foul number 7 on Coach Gonzalez's team. So we'll start the 1-and-1 with KP Angelo, the sophomore guard. Averaging 6 points per game. Had a good game the other night. Can't hit the front end of the 1-on-1. Had 15, a career high in that win over Atchison. Wildcats keep it alive. Johnson's jumper, no good. Harmon with a quick outlet to Johnson. Inside to Carson, and he is fouled by Angelo. And that'll send Mike Carson to the foul stripe.
Yeah, Harmon getting out on break. Got to give it up a little bit sooner. He would have had a layup. Instead, he'll go to the line to shoot.
First foul on Angelo as you take a look at Mike Carson, a 6'3 sophomore. Had 15 and 12 in the road win at Wyandotte on Tuesday. He's a very good rebounder. Shoots 70% from the foul stripe. So a big lead of now 7 for the visitors from Harmon. Haven't won here since 1993, Michael Watson.
Man.
That is a long time.
Well, you got to protect home court. And you can't do it turning the basketball over. Either.
Stolen back. Angelo putting up the 3. And Hawks have it back. Good job by Johnson. And now Wilbert just giving it away.
Wow!
Wilbert with a nice block.
That's how you make up for the turnover.
Ball goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover fest right now. Nobody can get it across midcourt without throwing it away.
Nobody can get it across midcourt, and no one can get any easy layups on my man Wilbur. Not tonight, little guy. Get that out of here. And now he's checking the point.
Wilbert is long.
He is so long.
Inside, Nate Johnson, turn around, in and out.
Ah, that's a good shot, good look. And post up from Nate Johnson. 7-point lead for Harmon.
In this rivalry, no lead is safe.
He's right about that.
Here's Johnson, handing off the keys. Looks like they're going to run some clock here. Ruiz. Back to Johnson, played it inside. Good ball movement. Keys to Carson.
Man, great passing throughout that entire play for Harmon as they've woken up here in this second quarter. Now they're out to a 9-point lead.
Easily with an answer. Got 15 now.
There you go. Simplify the game if you're easily. You don't need any outside shots. You've been getting to the hole all night long.
Wilbert for three. Anderson, the rebound and outlet to Easley. Scanning the floor. And off the hands of Johnson. That'll be a Washington turnover.
Well, Harmon doing a great job that last play down. Watch how many passes. 1, 2, this is the weave. Cruz goes, baseline, 3, 4, 5 passes. Just a great job from Harmon to get that bucket.
And a foul at midcourt by Angelo. Defending Ruiz. 17 foul, so a 1-on-1 now to Santos Ruiz. 5'7" senior guard.
He looks just like Ed Corporal. My goodness.
Well, that's his grandpa.
Man.
So that makes sense. He's a 63% foul shooter, but Harmon as a team does not shoot their foul shots very good. Stick back, no good. Good hustle shown by Keys, everything but the finish. Maturi been off with a three-pointer tonight. He's put up several and not been very close on any of them.
That one didn't have a chance right there.
Ball tipped out. It'll stay with Harmon at midcourt. Under 30 seconds to play. Here in your first half, KCal boys basketball on your snowy January Friday night in Kansas City.
Who told Winter to come back, though? I was good with the 60 degrees. I was okay with that.
Me too, but...
Uh-oh, cookies.
Stolen easily.
Unable to finish, but another steal and a bucket.
Maturi.
There you go.
First field goal of the game, and now gets another steal, finding Easley.
Man, that's how you make up for missing those threes. Get you a couple of steals before half.
Flurry by Washington, led by Taiwan. Maturi's defense really there.
And this is a coach team right here, playing defense full court. First the steal and the bucket by Maturi. And then the exact next play, another steal and the drop off to Easley to pull the Wildcats back to within 3 points.
Easley, leading scorer in the first half with 17. Lonell Lane has 13 to lead Harmon. Good one in the KCal, 30-27. Favoring the visitors. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Hy-Vee at the half, coming up next. Welcome to Hy-Vee at the half. Boys KCal basketball on your snowy Friday night. And a good one between Harmon and Washington. The visitors leading by 3 at halftime. Time now for the Hy-Vee first half highlights.
Well, Harmon got it going early with the defense as Lane with the steal And the jam. Give him a tech. You can't give him a tech. He was protecting himself, Kevin. But my man easily got it going quick in that first quarter. There's 2 of his first half 13, but great interior passing. As you take a look at Wilbur with the layup, part of In the Gym with Pip Dukes. I like this from Alexander right here. From the free throw line, the nice mid-range J. Well, Harmon's really gotten it going, being aggressive on the offensive glass. Nice putback that time from Bowens. But this is the man, only a sophomore, easily is the engine for the Wildcats. But come on, man, MC Hammer time right there from my man Keys. You don't need no dribble. The defense is really what got Washington back into it. Naturi with a couple of late steals in the half to pull Washington to within 3.
More of Hy-Vee at the half. First half numbers just around the corner. Fired up on a Friday night in the K-Cal. Harmon and Washington squaring off in boys basketball. Here's the first half numbers. Michael, brought to you by Hy-Vee.
Well, Harmon is shooting 58% from the field, doing a great job, and they're really killing Washington in the paint. We're going to start the second half. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School game of the week.
Ready for the start of the second half on the Hy-Vee High School game of the week. Washington in white, the home team, will run the first set. Easley, Maturi, Alexander, Brown, and Johnson, and an early turnover. But Maturi stealing it right back. He's been playing some good defense from the late second quarter and starting the third quarter. Easley's pass inside, ill-advised on the deck. And it's strapped out over the Wildcats as Alexander slow things down and get it all set up here and run a set. Looks like a matchup zone here.
Yeah, and they're following easily. It's almost like a boxing one. They're doubling him every time he gets the basketball. Let's see how Washington adjusts.
Played inside, Alexander double team. Work it to the wing. Johnson gonna attack the left side, and he's fouled by Carson. And Nate Johnson to shoot foul shots here. 2 shots. She's a little shaken up.
Well, that's a good job from Nate Johnson, not settling for the outside jumper, but taking it strong to the hole. He got hit right in the stomach with an elbow. Long on that first one.
Nate, a 6'2" sophomore guard, excellent student. Talked to his mom at halftime.
Yeah, legendary Keisha Cannon as Nate Johnson knocks down that second one. She was telling me how hard he is on himself, feeling like he can do more for the team. Only a sophomore is unfortunate right there from Lane.
He's tapping his chest, saying, "My fault." There as
he's saying, "My bad."
Oh,
yeah, my bad. Not my. He didn't say my fault. He's like, "My bad." Don't worry about it, Kevin.
Thanks for the insight.
No problem. And this zone is really slow Washington down. You think they've never seen it, but no one's in the middle of a zone, which is the soft spot. There you go, right inside,
Brown.
Inside out.
There's Johnson, the 3 ball, and Carson up big and strong with the Harmon rebound.
Got to get back here, 3-on-2.
Here's Bowens, off-balance shot. Johnson, the rebound and the push for Washington. Easley bumped at the baseline and will be fouled. Alton Easley, the leading scorer in the ball game, with 17 points. As they whistle a foul on Ruiz, his second.
Easley's first step is something to watch. I mean, you see guys can have him squared up, but his first step is so quick.
Bowens is subbed out of the game because I don't think Coach Gonzalez loved the shot selection he threw up there off balance. So your lineup for Harmon is Lane, Johnson, Keys, Ruiz, and Carson. as they adjust their defense on the inbounds play. Maturi, well, deflects out to Angelo, who's back in the game. Here's Maturi off glass.
In and out.
Pinballs to Brown. And it's like a hot potato out there. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. It'll be Harmon ball as Coach King ended up with the ball there and has to give it back to the Hawks.
Well, if you're Harmon, you have to be careful with the basketball because as soon as you think you're securing it, Washington is everywhere, coming up with a lot of loose balls, a lot of steals.
Hawks in purple, bring it up with Ruiz. Big guard matchup here with Angelo and Ruiz. A couple of quick guards going at it. Here's Lane. And it's going to be a reach-in foul on Washington. It's going to be on Alton Easley. That'll be his first. Hawks playing in from the baseline. Remember, they were down 10 too early as Ruiz double-teamed. Tied up, the arrow will stay with Harmon.
Man, that defense from Washington. Both teams, when you get these guys in the corner, they are, I mean, take a look at it right here. And Nate Johnson going over top, tying the ball up. It'll stay with Harmon, but you got to be aware when you're down in those corners for both teams.
Easley, the steal, the ball fake, and the finish, and I think he took a sneaker to the back of the head there.
It took a knee to the head right there, but he took them cookies first. Said, give me those Girl Scout lemonades.
That's you with eating all those Girl Scout cookies.
No, it's not me. I'm passing them out to the crew. Come on, Kevin.
Here's Lane from downtown.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. I like Lane. He's got a toughness, a swagger about him. I like that.
16 to lead Harmon.
He's talking to himself out there, too, right now. You see him on defense? Look at him. I'm not going to get beat. Oh.
Inside Brown.
Oh,
nice defense by Keys coming over with the block shot.
My goodness. The athleticism. Going to get that. I see you, big fella.
He leads Harmon in block shots. Gets 2 per game. Does Chauncey Keys. Baseline jumper. He is in by Ruiz.
Ruiz got that sweet mid-range jump shot, man. That is a lost art, man. It's like British Knights and Fila and LA Gear Litex. Remember those shoes?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, he didn't. Oh.
Easley can't hit the jumper. Quick outlet to Lane.
Oh, man. The sneak dunk. He snuck it over the rim.
18 now for Lonell. Angelo for 3. Back irons it. Outlet to Lane.
Oh, give it a
steal by KP. Good defense by the little guard for Washington. Back the other way. Off the hands of Johnson. Turnover Washington.
Oh, my goodness. Nate Johnson just slipped out of his hands. But take a look at the takeoff from Lane right there. I gotta get it. I got it. Yeah, he just muscled that one in there because that could have been an old Sprite commercial.
Play it inside, and there's a foul on Brown defending Carson in the post. It'll be 2 on DeJuan Brown.
And Harmon kind of
check that. That's 3, Michael.
Controlling the tempo. Yeah, 3 fouls. Harmon controlling the tempo, up 7. Not giving up any easy buckets to Washington.
Hawks led by as many as 9 in the second quarter. Lead by 7 with the basketball here in the third quarter. Once again, haven't won here since 1993. Bowens, good offensive rebound. Johnson, intercepted by Brown.
Good defense.
Maturi Easily.
Oh!
Bucket and the foul for Alton.
There you go. Easy way to run the floor, but great look ahead from Naturi. Take another look at it. He saw him when he crossed half court. The nice drop off and finish, splitting two defenders for the bucket, and easily that gets the crowd going in the wash house.
Alton Easley has not missed a foul shot in the game. He's the game's leading scorer with 22. Lonnell Lane has 18 to lead Harmon. As the Hawks will bring it up, leading by 4. Just over 3 to play in the third quarter. The K-Cal game.
Little 2-1-2 full court pressure. You get in the corner. That's where we've seen a lot of turnovers.
The no-look pass was wide there. Looking for Mike Carson on the cut.
Yeah, you got to bounce past that one, though. He kind of put some zip on it. Got to bounce past that one, let the big fella catch it and go up strong. A lot of game left, only down 4. Take a look at it right here. Lane getting in there. Nice thought. But just should have bounced it down there, but turnover. And that's what's really kept Washington in the game is Harmon turning the ball over.
Easley trying to hand it off. Ball stolen by Keys for Harmon. Lane left it short on the right side. Outlet now to Angelo. Angelo going to pull up on the jumper, in and out. Ball
you got to
off.
take that to the rim. You got to go to the rim.
Harmon.
3-on-1. You got to go to the rim and force the action. You can't pull up for a jump shot on a fast break when you have 3-on-1.
Inbound to Nate Johnson. Good defense at the rim there by Harmon. And the Hawks have it back. You see some frustration with this Washington team right now. Carson. Bowens for 3. And the Wildcats have it back. Only down by 4. Naturi. And Washington Cole from the field. Lane hanging and scoring. He's got 20.
What body control when he gets in the air. But he's coming up hobbling a little bit.
Remember, he had the injured foot on Monday. Easily for 3. Keys a nice rebound there. The ball carried a lot stronger than he thought. Just kind of stuck his arm out there to slow it down and retrieve it. Lane with a tough runner there. Don't like that shot.
That was a bad shot and almost got the foul.
Easily back the other way.
Ooh. Oh, with the little English right there off the glass with the step around. And it was setting up to take a charge. I think that was Bowens down there.
Timeout, Harmon. 30-second timeout as they lead it by 4 here late in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's a I'm tired timeout. Take another look at that last drive from Lane. He's been pushing the ball all night long. Kevin said he was in a boot on Tuesday. Right here, the hang and the score. Kind of got up hobbling just a little bit. Man kicked himself in the foot. Or hit the back of
his right foot there,
yeah,
so.
Defender's foot right there.
Said he injured it in practice landing on somebody's shoe, so he had a foot and ankle injury. And here's the answer by Easley, who's at 24 for the Washington cause tonight as they trail here 39-35 late third quarter. Lonnell Lane, 20 points. Leading scorer for Harmon. Came in averaging 25. Out of the Harmon timeout, the Hawks played in. Ruiz running the point.
Washington back in a 2-3 zone.
Play it to Carson, banks strong. Johnson comes away with the rebound for the Wildcats. Under a minute to play in your third quarter. Look down low. It's tapped out off Anderson's hand. That'll be a Wildcat turnover. They thought it was the deflected ball. Instead, it'll be Harmon basketball in the backcourt.
Yeah, he was open the first time he saw him, the two. He thought about it. When you think long, you think wrong, young fella. Make that first look. A little full court pressure from Washington. Just under a minute remaining.
Louise the crossover, behind the back, pull-up jumper.
Ooh, that was sweet! Drop him off then. Drop him off then. Don't matter. He's not going where you're going. You got to drop him off.
Santos, double figures game, has 10. And it's all about the mid-range game with the point guard for Harmon.
Love it, love it. Looks nice. 15 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Harmon's still in the 2-3 zone. You see he's running baseline to baseline. Got to know how much time is on the clock. 5 seconds.
Easily at the buzzer.
Let's go there!
And they will count it.
Let's go there! Okay. That's how you end the third quarter.
41-38 as Easley beats the timer on the third quarter. But his team's still down by 3 on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum Sports. The Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official sponsor of High School Spirit. Kevin White, Michael Watson. Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week, scoring by quarters. And we've seen an early start by Washington, answered by Harmon. And they'll take a 3-point lead into the fourth quarter. But it could have been worse, as this 3 at the buzzer going down for Alton Easley.
Yeah, and great recognition by Easley. I don't think Angelo knew how much time was on the clock. Kind of just gave that one to Easley. But Easley with a great clock awareness and knocking that one down. Let's see if that gives Washington some momentum here in this fourth quarter.
0.1 on the third quarter clock. Easley drops it in. Here's Angelo for 3.
Nice.
Nate Johnson, the stick back.
There you go, Nate. Got to get the shots falling, but way to crash the offensive boards and being active for your team, pulling Washington to within 1 point.
Bowens for 3. Johnson, a nice offensive rebound for Harmon. Across the paint, and he is fouled. It'll be on Nate Johnson, I believe. Well, check that now. Let's see what they're saying here. Check it, it's on Brown, and that's a major foul for Washington, as that's his 4th.
Yeah, you only get 5 in high school basketball.
Johnson's first free throw is no good. .50% foul shooter, the quarterback for Harmon. Excellent student, honor roll student, as quickly they sub out Brown with those 4 fouls for Terry Alexander. The Rec Specs will have to sit down for a while here in the fourth quarter.
Still anybody's ball game. You see Harmon, they've gone back to their 1-3-1 zone. It's almost a matchup zone, because they're following Easley wherever he is.
The scoring is definitely slowed down with both these zones.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from both Coach King and Coach Gonzalez.
Here's Johnson leaning up the shot.
There you go. Get the ball in the middle of the zone, and everyone has to collapse. But good job by Nate Johnson, showing the athleticism and creating almost another turnover. We got a timeout.
Timeout before the turnover. Coach Gonzalez saw some stress, I think, in his guard's face there. It was right in front of their bench area, and he decided to take the timeout. Coming up next week, we're in Liberty for the Stessman Tournament. Teams taking part. One of the 3 best teams I've seen all year. Rockhurst will be there.
Yeah.
Liberty, Belton, Columbia Hickman, Lee Summit North, Kansas City East, Park Hill, and Staley, the 8 teams taking part in that Liberty Tournament. We'll have the 3rd place and championship game next Friday the 18th, and Michael is hoping for no snow.
Yeah, no snow, please. I'm going to talk to Brian Busby about that.
Name dropper.
That's my guy. He controls the weather like the last 30 years here.
Tied at 42. This is going to be a good one down the stretch, Michael.
It really is. And Harmon really went ahead, but Washington did a great job of battling back, keeping their poise, and kind of figuring out that zone from Harmon. Get the ball in the middle. You can operate and do what you want.
Well, Coach King, so much energy. I'll tell you what, you hang around Coach King and he can lift your spirits.
Oh, man. Great guy. I remember the second time actually meeting him at UMKC. He worked a camp in 2000, and he was full of energy and hasn't stopped in the last 19 years.
Yeah, he works Bill Self's camp in Lawrence there. As there's Lane missing on the inside and fouled as he hits the deck. Lonnell Lane will shoot free throws here. He's the leading Harmon scorer with 20 in the game, averaging 25 per game. Free throw shooting has been a little shaky this year, around 60%.
Yeah, you got to knock down your free throws. If you're going to be a prolific scorer, able to get to the bucket at will, you got to be able to knock down those free throws. And we've seen it before, Kevin. Free throws and layups really tell the game towards the end.
And he's 3 for 5 foul shooting. Maturi, the bank shot, goes off Harmon at the baseline. It'll be Washington ball. Coach King lobbying the officials. He thought his guy was fouled there. Easily to play in from the baseline. Here's Johnson, lost the handle, but he goes right to a teammate. Anderson puts it up. And clearing the boards is Mike Carson, stolen by Easley. Back the other way, and it's a charge on Easley.
Man, great job that time by Mike Carson stepping in. Take another look at it right here. Good steal by Easley, but you got to see Carson setting up, and he takes it right in the chest. Good job by Carson.
2 fouls now on Easley. As they're going to get a towel to clean up some of the moisture on the floor. Earlier tonight in girls varsity action, Harmon edged out Washington 37-28.
You see Easley and Lane picking each other up right now. That's going to be the battle to watch this final 540. 2 star players going to be going at it.
Lane so quick with the dribble. Plays it inside to Keys. Nice assist there by Lonnell Lane, setting up Chauncey Keys.
And we've seen before officials calling that foul after you drop the pass off. A body control foul, but no call that time for Lane.
Easley had it deflected. Nearly stolen by Lane. It's knocked into the backcourt. Mike Carson trying to hustle it down for Harmon. And it goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Washington. Good hustle by the big guy, Carson, but couldn't maintain possession. And Washington gets it back.
Yeah, great hustle initially right here from Angelo. You don't want to save it toward your opponent's basket, but the big fellow was rumbling, tumbling, nearly saved it on the baseline.
So the Wildcats down by 3. Trail by 3 at halftime. Leaner by Maturi, no good. Scrapping it out of there is Anderson. And Washington will play in from the baseline. Easley inbounding to Anderson. Tough off-balance shot. But he's able to get back the rebound. That's the sheer hustle by Thomas Anderson.
That was a great job by Nate Johnson keeping the ball alive. Maturi with the crossover, but
another block. Maturi stays with it, though, and puts it up and in.
There you go.
Timeout Washington now, as they're within one.
A lot of action down here on the boards after the block by Keys. Inside, Maturi doing a great job keeping the ball alive and scoring that layup to pull Washington to within one.
This team's next week. Mentioned we're going to be at Liberty for a tournament. Well, Harmon will be at Baldwin for their tournament next week. And Washington goes to Topeka. I think Topeka West is where they're playing in a tournament next week. So tournament week in the metro area. We'll have the Liberty tournament for you. And get our first look at the Rockhurst Hawklets, who I think is one of the 3 best teams I've seen thus far this year.
Who's your other 2?
Blue Valley Northwest.
Yeah.
And Grandview.
Grandview? I like Lee Summit North.
They're good.
I like Javante Hawkins. I think he's probably one of the top players in the area.
Probably the best pure shooter in the city.
Man, my goodness. Yeah, but definitely like Grandview.
Grandview, a defending state champion, looking good this year. Don't forget, coming up later, we'll have the MVP of the game brought to you by Midland Marble and Granite. We've got a couple of candidates.
Got a few out there. Depends on who pulls this one out.
Well, leading scorers in the ball game, Michael, easily over 20 tonight. Same case for Lonell Lane, so a couple of leading candidates for our MVP of the game.
Yeah, you got to show up and show out on TV. You know, they knowing this is a TV game all week long. Lane wasn't going to miss this one.
Inbound it to Ruiz. Bowens had it blocked right to Carson, who puts it up and in.
Yeah, just a lucky tip that time. A near turnover, but right place, right time for the bucket.
Inside, Brown off glass. Dewan Brown, that's his first bucket of the night.
But great body control by Brown, taking his time down there, getting the shot that he wanted. And another turnover. Here's Nate Johnson.
Johnson puts it up and in. And Washington back in front now.
There you go.
Lane off the back of his foot. Here's Easley. Blocked by Lane.
With the block.
Lonell Lane, a big defensive play for Harmon.
Well, way to make up for the turnover by Lane, getting back on defense.
And now Johnson with the foul. Nobody over the limit, so the ball on the side to Harmon.
Well, Nate Johnson's really been active on both ends of the floor. Right here, trying to dump it down to Easley. Gets deflected, gets it back with the soft touch right there. And he's excited. It's the matchup, Lane and Easley up top. Good defense from Easley. Oh, the tip back is no good.
That was Keys trying to stick it back. Ball on the deck, and we got the officials huddling for a call here. Blocking foul.
Oh,
and it's on Washington.
Goes against Easley. I think they're saying Lane may have had possession of the basketball.
Fans grumbling on the Washington side.
Yeah.
3 fouls now on Alton Easley.
Yeah, I would have.
And it is the 7th foul, Michael, so it's 1-on-1 now to Lane.
I would have rather have seen a jump ball on that one, if anything. It seems like both players got to the ball at the same time and really had control of it. As the Washington crowd is amped up. Lane knocks down that first free throw.
Here's the bonus toss. Nice offensive rebound by Carson. Lane has struggled from the foul stripe, just 4 for 7. Played inside to Carson.
Nice pass down low. Looked like a Patrick Mahomes, little side hand pass right there.
Easley spinning.
Ooh.
Loose ball fought for on the sideline. It's off Harmon. It'll be Washington ball down by 2. 2.5 to play in regulation.
You gotta check out this last, I call this the Patrick Mahomes. Watch this little zip inside. Carson did a great job of sealing off his man for the easy bucket.
Lane with the assist. He leads Harmon in assists. Hand it back to Easley. Puts it up and in.
And one.
And they'll get Johnson with a foul. So Easley can get a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, the out of bounds, a little handoff right here. Easley does a great job of avoiding the contact. We've seen it a couple of times tonight from this young man. And he'll go to the line with an opportunity to put Washington ahead.
Two fouls on Johnson. Easley has a chance to untie this game. Alton is an 80% foul shooter. Coach King always stalking the sidelines. And a free throw puts the Wildcats up by 1. Here we go, down the stretch in the K-Cal.
Yeah, we knew it was going to go down to the wire with these two teams.
Lane gets a step on his man, plays it inside to Keys. Turnover Harmon.
Yeah, that's the rule in basketball. Don't jump to make a pass. And the young sophomore guard turns it over. Probably just would have been better off just shooting this one. Getting in the lane, jump stop. Go ahead and put that one up, trying to feed it down low.
Tough pass.
Yeah, tough pass to handle.
Easley comes out to the basketball, looks to Coach King, signaling play 1. Gets the screen high. Easley the leading scorer in the ball game. Louise bodying up on him.
Easley's just trying to milk some clock, it looks like. With a 1-point lead. Lettieri.
Cut off by Lane, goes back out to Easley at midcourt as they continue to use the clock here.
Little old 4 corners right here.
Easley, back to Johnson.
See, I don't like this only because it was just prime for a turnover because you're trying to avoid scoring, which is what you don't want to do in basketball. You got to keep the foot on the gas, use some clock, but if you have something open, you got to take it.
To Brown, now to Johnson, and he is fouled as Bowens got him from behind. Free throws for Nate Johnson now. Trying to add to a 1-point lead with under a minute to play in regulation.
Well, he's coming right at you. This time, splitting the defenders. And the foul is called that time. That's 4 on Bowens. There you go. So you spent the entire minute off the clock. And it doesn't matter. Nate Johnson doesn't knock down these 2 free throws. The first one is good.
1 out of 2. The lead is 2 now for Washington. Bowens inside. Pass too tall for Carson. The Wildcats have it with a 2-point lead. And they'll foul Maturi. Lionel Lane just reaches out and grabs him. And it'll be non-shooting foul. They had fouls to give. And that's the 16th foul. And we'll get a Dave Gonzalez-Harmon timeout as the Hawks, looking frustrated, head back to their huddle.
Yeah, turnovers have plagued the Harmon Hawks all night long. And that time, the last play down the floor, you have to take your time. You saw Bowens was a little rushed trying to make that entry pass, and Washington, as they've done all night long, turns them over.
That was the 4th foul on Lonnell Lane to go along with Bowens, who has 4. For Washington, DeJuan Brown has 4 for Coach King's team. It was a game of runs. Washington got off to the fast start. Then Harmon had the good second quarter, led at halftime, but been close throughout the second half. Both teams have went to a zone defense, and the scoring is got as cold as it is outside with the snow and wintry mix, as they like to call in the meteorological terms.
Oh, that's snow. That's cold, old snow out there tonight, buddy.
Oh, I thought that was a wintry mix.
Was it a wintry mix? Because Brian...
Oh, boy, here comes the name.
Brian called it snow. If
right.
Brian calls it snow, guess what it is, Kevin? Snow. All right?
Always name dropping on the broadcast. Michael Watson, ladies and gentlemen.
You got to show love, baby. You got to show love.
Here we go. Ball gets to Angelo, and they'll foul KP. And this will start the one-on-one. That is now 17 fouls on both teams.
It's a good foul, though. It's a good foul. You're going to make Washington beat you at the line. It's a lot of pressure on Angelo right now to knock these down.
He averages 6 points per game.
Oh, nothing but net.
His first point of the game. He's now 1 for 2 from the stripe.
And this is a big one right here. Opportunity to put Washington up by 2 possessions. Oh, no.
Shooter's roll for KP.
That's a shooter's roll right there. A little home cooking. Still a lot of time left for Lane. You know, he can score in a hurry.
Lonnell trying to find Carson. Goes right through his hands. I don't know if he even saw that. That ball kind of flew right under his chin. And that'll be a turnover. Washington 4-point lead in the basketball. Off the leg of a Harmon player. Here's Lane. Off glass. Good. Timeout Harmon.
Man,
Lonnell is shaking up.
What a move by Lane, but Washington shot themselves in the foot. Another turnover off the inbounds as Lane over there is in pain. He's been battling that foot injury all week long. Take a look at the bucket. The steal on the inbounds right here.
Yeah, you don't inbound the ball off a Harmon player's leg.
Yeah, you just don't do it. But Lane right there with the spin and the score. And he immediately calls for a timeout. He's still on the ground over there being tended to by the Harmon trainers.
He was in a walking boot on Monday. It was really questionable whether he would play or not tonight, but he decided to give it a go. But when I talked to him on Monday, he said he wasn't playing on Friday. Nah, I'm too hurt. Hurts too much. It's my ankle and my foot, man. I'm like, all right, we'll see Friday.
Yeah. It's a miracle, man.
Game's going to be on TV. Did you remember that?
He didn't know that when he was talking to you. So then when he realized who you were, he was like, oh, I'm playing. It's on TV? Oh, I'm playing.
Well, I think this time it's his left foot. It was his right foot in the walking boot on.
Is he cramping up? Because she's messing with his foot a little bit. Maybe it's a cramp in the calf.
2-point lead. Washington gets it to Easley. And they foul him at midcourt, so Alton.
Yeah, he reaches for his calf. I think he may have gotten a cramp in there. And that could happen. Warm inside, but he's checking back in the game. What's the old guy who played for the Knicks? When he got hurt, check back in the game limping.
Willis Reed?
Willis Reed. He's doing his best Willis Reed impression right there.
Yeah. Wow.
Do I get points for that?
You're reaching deep to the 1970s player coming in there as easily leading scorer in the game now with 27, 24 for Lane. Trying to seal the victory at the line for Washington.
Big free throw coming up right here. It's nothing. It's nothing for Easley, making it look easy.
28 and a 2-possession lead. Lane quickly up the floor. Can't hit it, but he's fouled. And 2 shots here for Lonnell Lane with 7.8 on your clock, and still moving gingerly on that foot as he'll shoot free throws. As it's been a tough go at the foul stripe, only 4 for 7 for Lonnell, but came in at 60%.
Yeah, I know he wished he could have got this one to go, as he's putting him on his back the entire night. Probably a big reason that calf is cramping up.
Four for 8 foul shooting for the star for Harmon. Wildcats by 3. Inbound, 94 feet from their hoop. Terrell Brown, senior guard, checking in now for the Wildcats here in crunch time. Hasn't played all night. Very quick guard. They get it into Easley, and he's fouled by Ruiz. Not much time goes off the clock. And Alton Easley with 28 points. He's the leading scorer for Washington. Lonnell Lane with 25 for Harmon. Alton, an 80% foul shooter. This is not the guy you want to send to the line if you're Harmon. Just keeps on draining him.
Yeah, knocking him down.
Has a miss from the line. Chance at 30 points right here. Came in averaging 18. .30 for number 0, Alton Easley. Leading candidate for MVP, brought to you by Midland Marble and Granite, as we get a timeout for Washington, a full timeout, as they lead it by 5, 58-53.
Look inside the huddle there for Harmon. 5 points, not a lot of time for the Hawks.
Good crowd in attendance despite the bad weather on this Friday night in Kansas City. Fans coming out to cheer on these rivals, Harmon and Washington, in the K-Cal. Fans getting ready for big sports weekend. College basketball and a little NFL playoff game in town as well. Yeah, then she got that special Mahomes.
Man, let me tell you about these headbands.
Headband.
I went to Hy-Vee on Thursday.
I saw a sign that said, "Sorry, no more Pat Mahomes headbands."
Period. They all sold out on Wednesday.
You got there early. We got there late. We didn't get one. Here's Ruiz.
Oh!
Draining it. And he is getting a calf cramp now. And the ball game is over as your final score is 58-55. Bucket counts for Santos Ruiz, who is cramping up on the floor.
Yeah, Ruiz coming down, just not enough time left.
Well, now they're saying it was a 3-ball make. And your final score will be 58-55. The Wildcats win it, and we'll name our MVP of the game after this timeout. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. Final score in the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week in boys K-Cal basketball. Harmon holding off, or I should say Washington holding off Harmon 58-55. That last bucket, by the way, now they're signaling was a 2-pointer by Ruiz, so a 3-point win for the Wildcats. Time now to name our MVP of the game. It's brought to you by Midland Marble and Granite, the premier source for flooring and granite countertops. You can visit them today at midlandmarble.com. And Michael, it's a pretty easy choice. The point guard for the Wildcats, Alton Easley.
Oh, no doubt about it. Easley was making it look easy all night long. He started off the game. It was a blur, coming out with 13 first half points, and a lot of them just like this, getting to the hole. This time outside, knocking down the three-point basket. And this is what I loved about him. Just relentless, going to the hole all night long, no matter what was going on. Even when Harmon came back and pulled out to a lead, and this was at the end of the third quarter. Come on now, knocking it down, which really got his team going. Easily finishing with 30 points on the night, but more importantly, the win for the Wildcats.
And they're now 7-2, 4-0 in the league. Harmon drops to 5-3 overall, 2-2. As that is it from Washington High School. Special thanks to the school's ADs, Dennis Dorr, and also Jody Hoyer of Washington. Thanks to the coaches, Coach Gonzalez and Coach King, our producer Joe Novacek, and Michael Watson and our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew. This is Kevin White saying so long from Washington High School. Our final, once again, Washington wins it 58-55. Good night from KCK.